my ass up, edit it out later. Right, Mother? You can see from there,
See just your legs.
I probably gotta do that, right?
Yeah.
I gotta slide my ass backwards without this top cushion without this top cushion sliding off. So I'm gonna lean forward so my hips are back. And then leaning.
Go by the toilet.
Hold on, leaning forward, my hips back. Oh, yeah, I can. And then you're just gonna kind of bump it back slowly, and then place your feet back. Yeah, I got this thing here. Women, I won't say people, but women are cute little creatures sometimes. All right. That's my twerk. All right, maybe. All right, we need the black box, Mom, first. I want to see if this will go in, and then point that down a little bit more without touching the camera. Yeah, facing the floor, is it?
I can't see.
You can't see, I can't see. I'm flipping this up to get more space. All right. Can't push down anymore. But yeah, that should probably be good. I'm thinking I can put it up here. Let me see that thing. I can go like this, Mother. If I put it up here, it's angled. So, I don't know if you can see what the view is like now. Better? See the floor?
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I don't know if we can see the part you're working on.
Oh, probably not. I'm gonna put it down here. I guess the toilet talk is the way we're gonna go. Toilet talk, we're at the top. Back up a little bit. Shit. Now I'm as far back as I can go. But no, I know the angle. I'm just gonna do this now that I can see. Now like, alright, so putting this one in first, the long piece, no cut, because we got that much space. But most people would take out their toilet, or I don't know if that's true, and I don't know what's right. I just know I have to get this job done. And yeah. This is the problem. Not really. I would empty this by unscrewing that. But because this plastic piece right here pops up and down, it's not necessary. In fact, we should put padding down on this floor first, but we're not doing that. Saving a couple bucks and saving some money, but it's still an upgrade, 10 times better than it was. And the flooring in here could be temporary anyway. But maybe that sounds like an excuse. Maybe I just ruined my video. But no, everything's just, we're doing it on the fly, so, and economically. But yeah, the toilet's in pretty good shape, so we don't want to throw it out. We just want to make sure we get these cuts nice. This piece right here will go. Oh, this will not work because we need the small end. But there is a piece that I had set aside for that, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me try to bang this one in first. In fact, on this block, there's a groove right there. On that groove, you want to make sure when you put it down. A lot of people will take this and just put it flat on this floor and flat up against the little lip here. Lip. Did I say that right? You don't want to bang on that lip with this block being totally flat. Otherwise, you're going to crush that lip. You're going to break it. But if you put this groove properly on top of the lip, and you put a little bit of weight on this board, and as long as this board behind it is secure and a little bit of weight on it and everything's lined up, make sure these little cracks are cleared. Like I see a little thing right there. I need the chisel now. Please, please. She sighed. Yeah, I don't want that little thing getting in my way, and there's a little thing right there that could get in my way. It's just a little sliver, but I'm trying to keep this tight knit. The good old chisel. Yeah, clear that out. Clear that out. Clear that out. Now what do you want to do? Hammer, please. Hammer time. Hammer time. So when you put this block down, make sure it's... You'll know it's right because this block has to be on an angle. If that block is totally flat, you're doing it wrong. And then when you tap on it, you probably, depending on the vibration around you, everybody says don't use a hammer, that use a rubber mallet. I'm not a professional. I just like to get work done and make it look nice. So I'm gonna tap it in. This board is not tapping in because right here my cabinet tree. So what?
I had dug it out.
Yeah, you might have dug it out. You think you dug it out enough?
I thought I did. I guess.
The only way to tell is if you stand on this side, or if you give me the 20-pound, 25-pound weight, and I can put it on there, and I could probably bang a little bit harder. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take this board out and just cut the lip off of it. You think I should just take? If I had a sharp blade right now, the best thing would be just to cut this lip off of it, because I don't need it, and it's going to be where a baseboard's going to be slapped into. I must slap a baseboard in there. Alright, I'm going to pause my video for a second. Maybe I got to get up on the toilet and stuff. Oh. Oh. Well, it wasn't even slid all the way down. Alright, so sometimes when you can't bang it in, is because you got to put this board on a slight angle when you connect them. Actually, pretty much 99% of the time, you have to put these boards on an angle. I don't even know what the hell I was saying before. But when you connect these two boards, I guess it's because this board was already laid down for me, and that's where I lost my train of thought. That's why it's good to pay attention.
You know what?
But now it fits, Mom. So on an angle, you put it in. Then what you do is you take your little block and you put it on there, still on an angle, but put some weight down on this one if you can. So I got my mom here. Or you can use weight, and then you tap it in all this cold weather. I did see my floorboards expanding and contracting, or whatever you want to say. All right. That's in nice. That's in very nice. Okay, now tape measure, mother. I need you to, because we need. Hold on, let me see that board right behind you, please. With your foot, can you kick it?
What do you mean kick it?
Kick it over to me. Oh boy, I can't even see that measurement unless I really get a. I might have to use my phone. That's 5.5. 5. I can't see, can you? 5 1/4. Five and a half, right? No, not quite 5 1/2. Five and a quarter, a little more. Measuring sucks. All right. Always, yeah. If I could grab it, I could see it better, but I don't want to stop my video either. So did you find the little board? No. Otherwise, I am going to pause this video. So not 5 1/2. Not 5 1/2. But 5 and 12 of these little lines is 5 and 12/16. And that's simplified to 12. What do I say? 12 and 6/8. 12 and 6/8. 6/8. 6/8 is 12/16. Common denominator 2. Alright, stupid brain fart. I usually do everything by eye. But yeah, we gotta get this board in there. Measure it 12 and 5/8. Yeah, right there. Maybe. Don't try this at home, kiddos. So I did 5 and 6/8 is 5 and 12/16. But remember to incorporate that little lip. That lip's gonna be inside the other board, so don't incorporate that in your measurement. So I need something sturdy to cut on. I think I need something to put. I need to draw a line, which I got right here. Nothing has to be extremely perfect or straight on this because baseboards are going up. Here's the pencil that me and my mother keep on losing because we keep losing our minds. And we stopped watching the news a long time ago, but it's on the internet. But it's not that. It's not that. It's just life. It's just life. All right. So we got that. Got that. Maybe you can see a little bit more clearer, like the song. But I'm using, well, I'm just gonna cut this, and you see what I'm using to cut. And I'm really in a precarious spot. I just really want to get in this bathroom and get out. Slipping away from me. These are 5 and 3/8. I mean 5 and 6/8, which is 5 and 12/16. Simplified. Common denominator is 2. Everybody needs a little bit of review. No excuses. Alright, so maybe I'm a little short there, so this is what you do. I don't mean to rhyme, but I'm running out of time. I'ma pop it in like it's cute and cool. I'm gonna throw the little black block around the block because I like to talk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna get my work done. Remember, angle this thing. I know this is in there because it's flush. Yeah, I am tight up against that wall, and I like it that way. And most people would have removed that strip. But I learned already, don't remove that strip if you're in a manufactured home, because then your boards will be all over the place, and you'll have to do all kinds of strange, weird things to keep it from moving while you're working. Like so. Oh, reach around, pop it in. I don't want to go too far, so I really need to get on that side, but you know what? I am going to have to take a risk here unless I have a little bit of block, and I have a little bit of right here. I need to tap that in without ruining it. Sometimes you gotta improvise. Use a little thing like this. Put it right on top. Oh man, I don't like being up on this nasty little fucking toilet. Alright. It's not good enough, Ma. I need that little metal tool to bang in there because it's crooked right there. And that looks like it's gonna be a little snug. I mean, I could bang it more in, but this is what you gotta do. Alright, well, and sometimes you gotta maybe bring this end out a little bit first. That's what I did. I don't think to get that one straight, I need chisel. This is an embarrassment. I can't get back there. I have no space. Oh, look, the chisel is an amazing tool. Just like the bristle. You can paint the blues. Alright, so I got that tight up against. You can use your chisel as leverage instead of trying to pound that in there. But I have done that before. It's a lot of work. Alright, so the next part is tricky. Right here, kind of tricky. Now, since I started this bathroom with the longboard first, I should start a longboard in second right there. Even though it's going to be cut, it doesn't really matter, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the other board in first. I know some people say start on opposite ends. In this case, I'm going to do something different. Okay, give me 1 second. I got to pause the video and give you a different view. This is actually going to be a weird challenge because I can either cut out the thickness of the board and use the whole thing and up to here, which is perfect because I could get all this taken care of in one shot, or you could cut 2 pieces out. No, you can't cut 2 pieces out the way I thought. Never mind. You could, but it's a lot more work. You could do half this, do the front of the toilet. You could do half this, do the front of the toilet first. If one wanted to.
Why wouldn't you use this one?
But yeah, I'm gonna pause this for a second so I can get some space. My mom doesn't realize she's making this job more complicated for me than it really is. I would unscrew that, empty the friggin' bowl. That thing's a shut off. She already told me that. But she doesn't want to empty the water out of there. But if she did, I could just drill a hole into the fucking board instead of cutting it out. But anyway, women tend to, I don't know, they're cute, I guess. Ma, I do got a better idea. I think we should I really think you should just let me empty this bowl. It's not as hard as you think.
And so what's the bowl got to do with it? The bowl ain't even in the way.
Well,
The bowl's up in the air.
Well, the next piece, when we cut it, we're going to have, once we cut it, if you don't cut a hole out with the drill bit, you know, like how they do doorknobs, you got to cut a hole out in that door. We need to cut a hole out in there so we can just slip the piece of wood right over that unit. And then put a plastic white piece over it to cover the saw marks or whatever you want to call them. And then just screw it back on. But all you have to do, the water will come straight out of that hose, just like I've been saying. Um, it's like, how many gallons is that? Do you know? I'm guessing 5, maybe 8. So I got a plastic Tupperware drawer that's perfect for that. A lot of people do this with tape.
Oh,
I got my sugar mama bent over.
I can't bend back up.
Sicko. But no. I guess we'll show you. So the flat line in the black don't really matter. I just do that to get an idea. But you can use tape. You can tape it on the toilet. They got a lot of YouTube videos. I just happen to have this paper, so we just put it around there. We're gonna cut it like that. Let's see how it comes out. You just kind of sit in here. Gotta raw dog it. I mean, what I said before doesn't make any sense either. My mother was actually right. We should not undo that and take the water out. It's not worth it for us. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this curve out as best I can. Otherwise, it's not gonna come out good. But if I have to cut it twice, that would suck because that's a waste of money, time, and effort. Or if you're unsure of your line or whatever, you could always cut wider than your line. That way you know where you can trim off. So it's not this part I'm after. Even though I could probably reuse that for something else. There's many ways to do this, I just don't do this every day. I wouldn't mind doing it every day. Somebody just has to give me a chance. Yeah, I want this little stencil here. Template, as they say. So for me to get this template, realistically my boards are almost 8 inches or whatever. I gotta remeasure and make sure, but I see my line right there anyway, so I could cut it now. But what I'm gonna do is, I have another board in the other room, so I'm gonna pause it. I need another board in the other room. I do have a whole board, I just don't want to waste it. Alright, 25 and a half. So we don't want to waste that. But anyway, many ways to skin a cat. 25 and a half. Gotta have it this way. Let's see. So 25 and a half. This is the side that's going up against the wall. So this is the side I'm gonna cut. So I want to measure my 25 and a half from that end. Because I need that lip. I need this
But
lip.
you don't want to measure the lip, right?
Yeah, you don't have to measure the lip because it's going to be tucked away. So we want 25 and a half, of course. The writing utensils is always the problem. I don't have my hat to shove it in there.
Shoot. That looks awfully long. Oh, alright. I see. Alright.
It's going to be this one. But this board, yeah, it does seem like half of it, don't it?
Almost.
Well, it's a 4-foot board, so it is. If that's 25 and a half, let me remeasure this that way. We're not wasting. Ow. Ow. 25 and a half is way too much. We only need 25 and... Shit, we only need 25. Alright, 25. Measure twice. What's that saying? Measure twice, cut once?
Yeah.
We need 25.
Look at that.
Straight edge. Well, I really want to make sure that's a tight cut because it's right at that edge of the bowl where everybody likes to piss on. So I kind of wish I used one board so no shit or piss gets caught in there, you know? I feel like I'm making a mistake by being cheap. That's can always be redone. And right now, I guess it's not about making it look like a mansion. It's about making it look a lot cleaner, neater, and more comfortable. And that's what it is.
Be careful when you try to reach for
If
that.
it sucks, I'll have to redo it. That's all. All right, Mother. We're gonna have to cut this in a weird, awkward manner. I think I could cut it right in my damn hand, right here. So maybe we should turn it around. No, that's the longer end. I don't care what you're afraid of, Mom.
Reaching your saw.
Where is it? Where is it? Hold this board so I can reach that saw. What were you afraid of?
That you'd knock all your shit off.
Oh.
But mostly your soda.
Alright. Wow, this is gonna be really difficult. Maybe I can... Never cut toward you. Alright, let's get a little more balance there, Ma. Never cut toward you. This is a no-no. Because remember this saw, if you hit the wrong button, that saw blade will continuously run. But hey, where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to get a lot of things done. Let's see. Most people think it's tedious. I think it's fun. Alright. So that's going to fit in there snug. So that's going to fit in there snug. That's 25 inches. I got it lined up. That will fit in there snug. Even when I tuck that lip in. Because I got it lined up there. Everything's tight. So now the number one concern is cutting the curvature. Curvature?
Yep.
I didn't say flat or aperture. But it could be a merger. Anyway, so which end do we want to cut first? Doesn't matter. We gotta cut the curve out.
And for the pipe.
And then for the pipe down there. Yeah. Normally I think I would have done it different. But that pipe is kind of, well, to me it's kind of like a knockoff. Kind of like a catch-22. In order for me to actually cut a little hollow out a hole like a doorknob, you know, you would. It would be a really big hole, so it wouldn't even be worth it because the shutoff valve. Well, I'd have to take this screw off the handle And I don't know, my mother's got me thinking that it won't work. But anyway, we're just gonna get this done. Ma, here's another way we could do it right here. You could give me a board. Is there another short board somewhere? That one that I just cut, right?
Yeah.
You gotta. Could do this. What you could do is this. Never mind. We already got the cutout. Where's the paper? This is the paper. So we gotta make sure we got this the right way. It's gonna go something like, well, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I gotta, maybe my mom can take this out there and tape it on there, or I think I got enough space here, but just keep getting in the way. I don't want to get cut on that. So I am going to draw the line on the front of the board. Just not going to use a marker for that, because it will be shown and it would be hard to remove. But we know damn well this is the back of the toilet, this is the front. And we know damn... What?
Which way is this board going in? Like
You
that?
scare me, Mel. What?
That connector goes to the front of the toilet.
That is going to the back of the toilet. Is that what you're wondering?
Yeah.
That's going to be up against the wall back there. So.
Looks too long on that one.
We already measured. It's 25 inches. We don't. This board's just a distraction now. It looks too long, but I just put it right here, Mom. It's fine. That's perfect.
Yeah.
But what I'm gonna do is I need a straight edge that's gonna go across. That's curved. That's curved anyway. I need to mark this right there. That way I know where to put this curve. Or you can do a simple measurement, I guess. Hold this paper before you ruin it, Mom. I don't like doing it this way. I want to just take my paper, tape it on there, or yeah. Right here at the smallest point. At the smallest point, the shortest length, you want to measure, which is the center of the toilet here. It's going to be, here we go with the measurements again. I can't see shit, and that's a big problem, but not 3/4, 4, 8, 12, 5/8 again. 12/16, 5/8. So. Yeah, 5/8. So you don't want to go tape that on there for me, or want to get this done, Mother. Any scissors cut this bullshit off. Too much paper going around. I don't think our mother knows what we're doing.
She is straight across so in the wrong spot.
I don't hear what?
Oh, alright, I see, alright. Now let's drive away.
What I'm seeing is the line we drew isn't gonna cut it. It's way too big somehow. I don't even know how that happened. Yeah, this cutout's not gonna work. Good thing we checked. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Have to do it my way. But I already knew that. Alright, this is the better way.